Hi friends, today we are going to learn about sum product formula in Excel. Sum product is a function which is commonly used among all the functions. Hence, I am going to make three parts about this function so that it will be easy to understand scenario by scenario. Let's say we want to know what is the total revenue from these three products. How to calculate is unit rate times sold. This way we will get the revenue for each product separately. So I'm going to copy and paste as formulas to the entire range. So here we have got the revenue for each product separately. If we want to know the total revenue for all the products equals to sum of all individual revenues. So this way we will get the total revenue for all the products. Instead of doing these two exercises like calculating the individual revenue and sum up all individual revenues to get the total revenue. Using sum product we can avoid all these two exercises and using one exercise we can get the total revenue equals to sum product array 1 array 2 array 3. These are the arguments. You can see the array 1 is not within the square brackets but the array 2 array 3 are in the square bracket. That means array 1 is the mandatory argument and array 2 array 3 are optional arguments. The first argument unit rate comma and the second argument is sold close bracket, hit enter. See, there is no difference. We got the same revenue. This is one scenario. We will go to another scenario. Scenario 2, some product with the single criteria. Here we have the product and sales here. Suppose if you want to know what is the total sales for keyboards, you can use the same sum product function. Sum product, open another bracket and select the data range where the products are there equals to keyboards close bracket times, that means multiplication sign, open another bracket and select the sales and close bracket two times, hit enter. The total sales for keyboard is 13,699. If you want to cross verify you can select all the keyboard sales. You can see at the bottom the sum is 13,699. So this way you can use the sum product to calculate the total revenue and the each individual products based on a single criteria. In the right side table I have the same headers. In H6 cell I have added the data validation with the unique process names to select. So let's implement the formula to get the sum of all banking rows for all the months. So equals to sum product. By default we will get one bracket open. So let's open another bracket for array 1. Let's select the process data range equals to H6 cell where we have the drop down. Close bracket star, open another bracket. Here the headers Jan, Feb, March, April equals to I5 close bracket star, open bracket. Again select the entire data range which we wanted to sum up close bracket. Here I am going to make the reference as absolute reference which should not move to other columns or other rows. So, in this I5, 5 should not be moved but I should be keep moved. So column we need to make a relative reference and a row should be absolute reference. Similarly for the numeric data range we have to make absolute reference, hit enter. So for January banking process revenue is $1,525, 496, 785 and 244, which is came up to $1,525, which is matched. You can cross check at the bottom of the application. Sum of selected cells is $1,525. Same formula we can copy and paste other three cells. So this is how we can get the sum of respective process revenue. So if we switch back to healthcare, the formula automatically calculates the respective revenue for that process. Now let's go to scenario 2. Here under process we have listed two processes. We need to sum up for both of these process revenue together into respective months. So let's implement the formula. Sum product, open bracket, and select the process range equals to H6 to H7 close bracket star open bracket, and the headers equals to January close bracket star open bracket. Now you select all the data range that you wanted to sum up close bracket. So now let's make the reference relatively and absolutely wherever it is necessary. Here all these are absolute reference, only I5 should be relative reference. That means so row number should be constant and column should be keep moving when we copy paste, and the data range also should be absolute reference. Then hit enter. Here this sum product function has returned as an error. We need to evaluate why this became as an A instead of giving a result. So go to formulas. Under formula auditing group, you can find the evaluate formula. Click on that. This dialog box will come up. Now this evaluate formula is ready to evaluate the first argument because that first argument is highlighted with underscore mark. So evaluate. This is showing false false. That means what it is doing here. So FNA is going to match with healthcare. Healthcare is going to match with FNA, and only two values we provided to match this entire process. So that's why rest of this became NA. To correct this one, we need to use another function. So that function name is match. Open bracket, use match. Instead of equal sign, put a comma, 0. So now hit enter. Still it's thrown error. Again we need to evaluate the formula here. So the first argument match function is highlighted with underscore mark. That means it is going to evaluate now. Click on evaluate. If you look at the evaluation, it is resulted 2 1 2 1 hash NA hash NA 2 1 hash NA hash NA hash NA rest all hash NAs. Why it is returned to 1? So FNA is matched with the second item. Healthcare is matched with the first item in the H column. So 2 1 2 1 is done. So second to 1. So it is matched the second FNA in the second item in the H column. The second healthcare in from the B column is matched with the first healthcare in the H column. That's why it is 2 1. So rest all values became hash NA because there is no matching item to find. So it is returned as hash NA. So anyhow, we have got these numbers. There is a function to identify whether these values are numbers or not. That formula will help us to match whether true or false. So is number, it should be before match open bracket, again you close the bracket at the end of match, that means end of the first argument, hit enter. Now this returned the value. So this is how you can use evaluate formula in Excel. So now if you look at the healthcare process and FNA process for January month, it should match up to $3,292. So let's match FNA healthcare and FNA again here healthcare. If you look at the bottom, there is sum of $3,292, which is exactly matched January revenue. So similarly, you can copy the same function and paste across all the 3 months. So this is how you can use the sum product scenario to sum up both the process. Again, you can select another process other than the healthcare. Let's go to mortgage. So this revenue is sum of healthcare and mortgage now. I hope these two techniques will help you in your daily work. Here we have process-wise revenue details for 4 months: January, February, March and April. So here the scenario is how to sum up all months revenue together to any one particular process. So here we have to use some product function. So let us begin to implement the formula. Equals to sum product, open another bracket for array 1 and select the process data range equals to which process. So here in H6 I have a process name, close bracket, asterisk symbol, that means multiplication symbol, again open another bracket and select the entire revenue data range and close bracket 2 times. This will sum up for FNA process all the month's revenue together. This scenario will help us to sum up all the revenue details together for any one particular process. Let us go to some product scenario 2. Here I have two processes. I need to sum up the revenue only for these two processes for all the 4 months. So let us implement the formula. Equals to sum product is number match, select the process range, comma, and select H6, H7, which are the two processes that we need to sum up the revenue, comma 0, close bracket, close bracket. That means I have closed first bracket, I have closed the match function, the second bracket closed the is number function, multiply, open bracket, and select the entire revenue range, close bracket 2 times, hit enter. This will sum up for healthcare and mortgage process revenue together into I6 cell. If you would like to know how to understand this is number and match function together to implement within the sum product function, please watch this particular video, which is sum product part 2. This has more explanation on is number and match function. Scenario 3. Here how we can identify how many unique processes are there. Equals to sum product 1 divided by countif, select the process range, comma, again select the process range, close bracket 2 times, hit enter. Here 4 unique processes are there. How to determine whether there is 4 unique process? Copy the same data range, paste here and then go to the data and remove duplicates. So you can see the unique number of processes are 4 only, which is resulted in our formula. I'm going to delete this removed duplicates data. And scenario 4, count duplicates. So in the previous scenario we have counted how many unique numbers are there. Now we are going to count how many duplicated values are there. Equals to count A of process minus same formula from previous. Sum product 1 divided by count if, select the same range, that means process range, comma, again the process range, close bracket, 2 times, hit enter. So total 8 duplicate items are there in process range. In all possible scenarios, please try to implement some product function to understand much better in practice. If you have any new scenarios that you came up, please comment below so that I will answer to your questions and I can help you to implement the sum product function. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel Chaitana Pixel. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you in next coming video. Thank you.